Hello everyone, here I am, back at it again, another video, lovely to see you. I'm going to reflect on a question today, and the question I'm thinking about today to come back to our regular scheduled programming is, what does success look like in 2025? I'm going to start, I guess I'm going to answer that question from my point of view. What does success look like in 2025? In my opinion, what success looks like in 2025 is, it's like taking care of yourself, I think. I guess something I feel I've fallen into historically is a grind, the grind set, the working hard, the doing a million things at once, pushing so hard, being the min-maxer of productivity. But like what I'm learning more about myself and about creativity and about satisfaction in life is like, am I like living a life I want to live? Like, grind for what, you know? Grind for what? What am I grinding for? Do I want to be max level? I don't know. What would I even get from being max level? I have these thoughts a lot, right? Yeah, I'm like studying to be a mental health counselor. Yeah, like I work as a life coach, a healthy gamer. Yeah, I also maybe gonna help this guy at university in the UK figure out how to set up a listening service, because like that's something I did previously. But like I'm also really learning how to just give myself a bit of a break here. I think that's success for me specifically in 2025, because I think there's so much information now, right? There's so much we could do. There's so many aspirations we're all seeing on this app, on YouTube, right? There's amazing things happening. There's terrible things happening. There's so much information all the time. And I think it's too much. It's too much. It's too much for me. It's too much for my simple little monkey brain to comprehend the full weight of every single political, socio-economic decision. And I think success for me is like creating a healthy distance where I can like be in my lane and do things that satisfy me, but also like resonate with my values, right? Like if I care about helping people, then I can do that in a small, concrete way that can like work towards those values, right? Like I can't control what's happening politically in my country. I can support the ideas I believe in, but like also like, what about me? What do I need individually to like fuel being able to engage with that in a healthy way? Because I guess I feel I get over-invested in socio-political stuff, and then I just end up being angry all day. And then I look back at my day and I'm like, what have I done? Like, yeah, this stuff sucks. Yeah, we should tax wealth, not work. I'm a huge Gary Stevenson fan, if I'm honest. And I believe in that. Tax wealth, not worth. Tax wealth, not work. So I'm a huge believer in that, and I think that it's like great to believe in those messages. I think it's great the stuff Jimmy the Giant's doing as well. Kind of big up to him. Like, and the other people in the left-wing British political sphere, they make good points about like what's happening in the country and what could probably help, and taxing 2% on income from assets over 10 million in concrete assets in Britain, in the UK, would make a lot of sense, I think. But that's just me. Those are my political opinions, right? And I just talked about those, right? But like, what can I do about those? You know, I'm making this video here. I'm talking about what success looks like. I think success looks like helping your community. I think success looks like building yourself up so you can be engaged and happy in your world, right? And I think as we look around and we see all these people pissed off, in misery, YouTube's clickbait and rage, right? And despair and fear and the most intense negative human emotions. Maybe this is just my algorithm personally, but there are a lot of those things thrown at me on YouTube, and I'm like, wow, this sucks. This sucks. What's happening that we're talking about sucks, but how I feel afterwards sucks. but also it doesn't motivate me to do anything about it. So when do I do things? When do I want to do things? I do things when I'm like bored. So actually, in a weird way, success for me this year looks like, a little over halfway through, right? Being bored more. Sitting and doing nothing, not min-maxing my moments. Because when I don't min-max my moments, my subconscious is like churning away. My default mode network is churning on through. And then I'm making real connections. I'm making creative ideas. I'm creatively producing, right? And when I creatively produce and I make ideas about myself and I process myself, I can be more present. And when I can be more present, I can make more conscious choices. And that, in my opinion, is what success looks like in 2025. Making more conscious choices. Because if you're on autopilot, even if you're like, making hundreds of thousands and millions a year, if you're just coping, numbing your feelings, taking any substance you can find, doing anything that feels pleasurable, to me, that feels empty as hell. That feels so empty. That doesn't feel satisfying. So, dropping into the moment, being bored, has me feeling more like me, has me feeling like I can make choices for myself. When I'm bored of nothing, and I'm doing nothing, and I'm not playing a video game or whatever, I just go for a walk. And I get a lot out of that. And I feel well, and then other people notice I feel well, and then I get to be more present with them and have a real connection with them, which in my opinion is what we need. Connection. We need community. We need people. And we can't be with people if we can't be with ourselves. Okay? Because how can we be still and quiet enough to take someone in, really hear where they're coming from, really connect with someone, which is paramount to making a life that's worth living. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you ever had these kind of relationships, but there are some relationships I'm really present in sometimes, right? There's moments in relationships, maybe it'd be fair to say, where I'm really present, I'm really connected to somebody, and that's the real shit. That feels great. That feels like that's what life's about for me. If you've never experienced that, that sucks. And I would love for you to experience that, because we live in societies and cultures where we all work together because we know that that's valuable. We know being together works out for everyone, generally on a larger scale, which is exactly why I'm not a fan of wealth hoarding. But political ideas aside, success in 2025 to me looks like caring about your community and serving your community. And you can do that loads of ways. You can start a small business. I love small businesses. Small businesses are great. You can volunteer. You can just listen to someone. And this is why I started Talk to Will. I haven't done it for a while. It's dropped off because I'm doing lots of other things. I'm trying to be a therapist, life coach, etc. I'm doing all that stuff. So I don't have the emotional bandwidth to keep that service up. But that was the core of the value set of that service that I set up. And that was so, I didn't get tons of people coming in. I just posted on social media, set that thing up, and I just see who came. And, I spoke to a variety of characters, and it was cool, man. I loved it. Because I got to really be with people. And just listen to them. Listen to them. That's what we all need sometimes. We just need to listen to each other. Anyone who does that, you have my deep respect. So, yeah, that's what success looks like to me. It looks like leaning into those values, which for me are community, being with people. Another reason why I'm very sad that my third place closed back in May, Nerdy Cafe, because community is so important. I got so much community out of that place. But I'm invigorated. I can as I losing weight now with Banjaro, as I put on the last video. Maybe I'm gonna feel invigorated to do something myself. I've always had big ideas. If I can get in the moment and I can get the action going, that's when I can do things I really care about. You know? Not things I kind of care about, really care about. So, I think, yeah, TLDR, 2025, that's the year where I'm really focusing on myself once, so I can get to a place where I can really be in the community, present with people, feeling my feelings, and having real relationships. So that's where I'm going to leave it today. Thank you for listening. You've been wonderful. I've been Will, and I'll see you in the next one.